hard to read and perhaps a little bit generic in its response. Um, I feel like the structure is missing something. So I want to try to improve it. And one of the techniques that I can use for that is something called few shot prompting. So few shot prompting is where you guide the tool, the application, the AI model with examples of what you want it to do. And again, like the intern being instructed, when we show someone an example of what we want, they will be much closer to the output that we want. So imagine that you're teaching a child how to draw a cat. Well, if you just said to that child, draw a cat, that's called shot prompting. That's pretty much what we did before. Give me a SWOT analysis. We had some structure about information that we gave to it, of course. Um, but if you just did that and say, draw a cat, the child might guess and draw something, but it may or may not look like a cat, and it may or may not look like what you think is a cat. If you showed the same child a picture of a cat and say, draw a cat just like this one, it's very likely that they get much closer to looking like the cat that you would imagine from that picture. Because now they have this example to follow. And so few shot prompting is where you give more than one example of what you want. And that's where you could, for instance, in this example, show multiple pictures of different cats, one sitting, one standing, one that looks thin, one that has lots of fur, etc. And we could say, draw cats like these. And all of a sudden, the child has lots more inspiration and can be more creative in picking up different patterns about what cats look like and how they behave. And this is the same you can do with this tool. You can give it textual examples of what you want. You can give it images, which I'm going to do in a minute, um, and give it more of a guide of what you want. So in this example, we could say, instead of just do a SWOT analysis for my business, we could say, here's an example of a SWOT analysis for a bakery. Now do one for my farm. And it will structure it like the example I gave it. Or I could say, here are several SWOT analyses for different small businesses. Do one for my farm following the structure of here. Take the best out of these. And all of a sudden it understands a different kind of depth and breadth.